All right, yeah. Question is, what legacy do I want to leave behind? Yeah, legacy. What is exactly the legacy? A legacy means like that. Ki, like basically this thing. What does people they remember? Okay, they remember if you die and like what exactly is this thing? Like, wait, it's so cold. Let me. That ki, what legacy do I want to leave behind? What's the legacy? um Legacy means like that ki, like what do you remember for? Okay, like example is this thing that ki Mahatma Gandhi ji. Okay, yeah, like basically if I'm gonna say Mahatma Gandhi ji, then what kind of like a legacy that you think about Mahatma Gandhi ji? Mahatma Gandhi ji is a kind of like a something like a person who is regarding about peace. Okay, yeah. Even if like basically it's this thing he could kind of like a something have motto of that key peace is the kind of like a something only way that you could accomplish everything. Okay, yeah. And since you have believe in yourself um, and support from everyone, then probably you could do anything at all. Okay, yeah. So probably is this thing that we could actually imagine Mahatma Gandhi as a kind of like something peace, something that. Okay, yeah. So this is legacy, like that's why I remember for. Okay, by the way, Mahatma Gandhi is a kind of like a somebody father of our nation. All right, yeah, I'm talking about India. All right. So this is kind of like a somebody legacy. Okay, yeah. As I mentioned that like there are a couple of people gonna say Babasaheb Ambedkar. All right, yeah. So Babasaheb Ambedkar or B.R. Ambedkar is a kind of like a simply freedom fighter of um, Indian freedom thing. Okay, yeah. And basically, what does he did is that he kind of like a simply did some sort of privilege for the Dalit people and kind of like a simply the people who are kind of like a belong to the backward community and something like that. Okay, yeah. Because of that, India is actually full filled with lot of kind of like a simply casteism and everything. Okay, and it's kind of like a something very difficult to be bring like a lower community to the kind of like a something that higher post or something like that. Okay, yeah. So it's really essential to kind of like have kind of like a same rights for the backward community too. So that's why he kind of like put all those efforts and everything to kind of like something make such thing that he in the future the backward community of the people, okay, or scheduled class community of the people will kind of like have some sort of rights in their country, and they would kind of like simply accomplish some sort of thing. So they kind of like a change some sort of privileges in the constitution of India. And because of that, because of this thing, after almost like a 75 years of independence, I am belongs to the scheduled caste community. My father, my grandfather also belong to the scheduled caste community. Okay, yeah. Like basically my grandfather is a kind of like a something just a worker, nothing really at all. But it's just like that now, because of this act and law and whatever the constitution changed, my father got a job in government. Okay, like my father big brother means like that माझे मोठे वडील is also get kind of like a something a job that they didn't really get, even if they are really qualified for those all those things they didn't really get, but still they get it because of that laws and constitutions everything. Okay, and because of that I'm living this kind of like a something life. Okay, yeah. Okay, so basically this thing, if that law wasn't really exist, then probably this thing I am not even exist, by the way. Yeah, like basically this thing might be I'm kind of like a something somewhere or something, and it's not just my story. It's a kind of like a something millions of people. Okay, like basically I'm talking about Indian point of perspective. There are kind of like a so many millions of people who are kind of like a belongs to the backward community, and because of this, Babasaheb Ambedkar he's kind of like established some sort of laws. Because of that, he because of that laws, like kind of like a somebody all those people are actually lift up from the poor community and kind of like a simply do some sort of good for their life. And this is what kind of like a something really happened. All right, yeah. So this is what kind of like a something legacy that we kind of like a leave behind, like a basically the person who does something really good in their life, and because of that like things happen, things good happen to the people, and people kind of like a remember for that's why we kind of like a leave the legacy behind. Okay, yeah. Obviously this kind of like something legacy which is kind of like a something for the people who are did something really good in their life. Okay, yeah. Like basically Mahatma Gandhi ji, B.R. Ambedkar, Subhash Chandra Bose, then Jawaharlal Nehru. Those are kind of like some people who are kind of like a something that ki they are remember for. They are kind of like a something like a basically top of the top. Okay, yeah. Not only just a politician, I'm talking about something other people too, like a Shah Rukh Khan. Like after he died, Shah Rukh Khan probably we could remember for, like a Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, yeah. Like it's kind of like a something they put a lot of influence to that industry that people would remember for that. Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan. Okay, it's not. It's a lot of thing. Na. It's a kind of like a something that na legacy was kind of like a something leave behind when the people who did something really incredible in their life. Okay, so regarding about this question says that key like do I want to leave some sort of legacy behind? Okay, well let me tell you one thing. Okay, yeah. Regarding about me, like do I want to kind of like leave some sort of legacy behind? Well, um I don't know. Okay, yeah. Is that king? Did I did something really good for the people? I did not. Okay, yeah. Do I want to do something really good for the people? Yeah, I do want to. Yeah. But problem is that na ki is this thing that ki I am not kind of like a somebody such a person. Okay, yeah, probably is this thing because of that ki I'm not smart enough. Okay, I'm not kind of like a somebody have that kind of like a somebody potential. Like basically, just can you imagine? Now I'm 31, living with my parents, not earning any money. How do you supposed to be kind of like a say that I would kind of like a leave some sort of legacy behind? Okay, no, yeah, I want some sort of things. I have some sort of ambitions and that I wanted to achieve. Yeah, but is this thing that na ki I like I don't know yet. Okay, like do I want to leave some sort of legacy behind? I don't know. Okay, yeah. Probably is this thing that ki might be this kind of like a something legacy behind for such a people who are kind of like a something really incredibly good and good at something. What I'm good at something, probably kind of like a content creation and basically just making photography, photo design. Okay, yeah. But is this thing that I'm not just the only one, and right now my subscriber is almost like a 1,200 something subscriber, which is not even close to be kind of like a, as I mentioned, say as a incredible. No, I am not. Okay, yeah. So who am I? Like at this moment I could kind of like a judge the person according to that at the moment. Okay, yeah. So who am I? So probably is this thing that I am kind of like a something just particle of the dust on this desert. That's it. Okay, yeah, it's it's just kind of like a things. Okay, it's I'm not kind of like a somebody special that who could kind of like somebody leave the legacy behind. No, yeah. Probably is this thing I could kind of like influence some sort of people around me. Okay, in my family, something like that. Ki I'm kind of like a somebody very good person. So they could kind of like remember for that. I'm kind of like a somebody good person, but probably nah. Okay, yeah. Like basically is this thing. Yeah, I do want to do some sort of good for the people. The action that will gonna happen in the future, and I would kind of like consider as a legacy behind. It's not it's something that it's kind of like a something that na ki you are asking loan for things that you will get in the future. Like no, it's a very fucked up thing. It's a kind of like a something that na ki I don't know. Yeah, but still, do you want to live some like what kind of like some there is some sort of something's really special not deep inside of you that ki might be like every person is kind of like a something very different. Okay, yeah. Like do not consider to be a kind of like a something big legacy that everyone could kind of like remind, everyone kind of remember, but kind of like a something just close people. Okay, what kind of like a something close people that they could kind of like a remember? Well, let me tell you one thing about regarding about legacy and something like that. Okay, yeah. Do I want to do some sort of thing for legacy behind? Okay, yeah. Like basically is this thing, did Mahatma Gandhi ji like did some sort of freedom fighting for kind of like a thinking that ki what kind of like a something legacy behind, like they would kind of like consider that ki like basically this thing that ki people would be remembered for that particular legacy. Okay, or like a BR Ambedkar, he like a like did he did something kind of like a something just for legacy that people would kind of like a something remember? No, he did not, they did not. They did for that thing is because is right, is for kind of like a something best for the people, best for kind of like they didn't really want to be kind of like something they remember for. Mahatma Gandhi never really did something that ki they could kind of like something remember for that ki rest of the lifetime then father. No, no, it's not, they did not. Same goes with the Mahatma Gandhi, same goes with the Subhash Chandra Bose, same goes with the every people, same goes with the Amitabh Bachchan and Shah Rukh Khan too, same goes with the everything na. Like basically they are be more focused on their work and just like if the people remember for it, that is okay, if they not, that's it. Okay, yeah, they are actually more focused on their work and make their work as good as possible as they can. Okay, yeah. So is this thing, why would I supposed to be kind of like a think about that ki what should I supposed to be a my legacy would kind of like a people would remember for in the future? No, I don't know, like basically this thing na, I try to digest this particular thing but I can't. Okay, I can't. Okay, yeah, it's just think that people could kind of like something remember for some sort of thing or kind of like have some sort of legacy for. I don't know, like basically this thing, first of all is that I am not that kind of like a something like person that people would kind of like a something remember, or people would kind of like something like that ki have some sort of legacy. No, nothing. I'm not that kind of like something incredibly smart or incredible something really different person. I am not. Okay, yeah. Yes, I wanted to do some sort of things. I have some sort of ambitions and I wanted to achieve that ambitions. Okay, yeah. I wanted to do things for I wanted to do things good for the people, yeah. But it's not for kind of like a something legacy. It's I want to do those things. I want to kind of like a do some sort of change. But probably is this thing that okay, I wanted to change from small thing. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like a something that just like a basically according to my family point of perspective. Then little bit of kind of like a, it's I don't know, like basically is this thing na ki in my entire life do I want to kind of like a something impact on the people life? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, probably is this thing na ki life is kind of like something unpredictable. Okay, like basically till the age of 31 I could kind of like a realize that ki life is really unpredictable. You can't imagine or you can't think that ki things would happen like this and things would exactly happen like this. It's not, it's really not. Okay, yeah. And another thing is that ki i just want to I just want to achieve my goals and ambition. That's it. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like a something same as everyone that everyone is running for, and that's what I'm running for. That's it. Okay, make my life better, make my life as good as possible as I can, and kind of like a something I try to be make a little bit of good for the people, and that's it. Okay, I'm not kind of like a thinking about kind of like something very big impact. No, but and as also is this thing na ki even after I die, even after things, I don't want to remember for anything at all. Okay, yeah. Basically is this thing na ki regarding about legacy, yeah. Same like let's just bring back some sort of like an example that I mentioned earlier, BR Ambedkar, Babasaheb Ambedkar. Okay, so, as I mentioned earlier, Babasaheb Ambedkar did something really incredible in his lifetime, and because of that, people would remember for. As I mentioned, okay, and because of that, millions of people get advantage in their educations, and they bring their life as good as possible as it can. And yeah, I'm kind of like a taking the advantage of it. Okay, yeah, basically this thing, my father and everything, yeah, because it's really good. Okay, like basically the Babasaheb Ambedkar did something really incredible that people are most of people are kind of like a something remember for, they are kind of like a finding the legacy. Okay, yeah, that is a really good thing. Okay, yeah, but problem is that now, okay, yeah, ki after Babasaheb Ambedkar died, okay, yeah, and people who take the advantage, who kind of like a get kind of like a advantage of kind of like a something regarding about their careers and everything. Okay, yeah, people consider them to be a god. Okay, yeah, like basically I'm belong to the such a community where Babasaheb Ambedkar considered to be a god. Okay, yeah, that is wrong. That is wrong. Okay, let me tell you one thing why. Oh yeah. So basically, this thing we are admiring some sort of people. Okay, yeah, like basically I admire Elon Musk. I wanted to be become like I wanted to be become like Elon Musk. Yeah. when I admire some sort of people, that means I could kind of like consider that ki in some point in my life I would become this person, or I would kind of like a something yeah, like I admire Elon Musk and I think that ki in my future life I wanted to become like Elon Musk or something like that, or richest person in the world. Okay, yeah. If I admire God, how would I supposed to be kind of like a something like be a god? It's not. It's incredible not. Okay, yeah. Like basically when we think that this person is a god, that means we are kind of like a something like blindly trust that particular person, and probably we could never be that person. Okay, yeah. That's why in just kind of like that ki, like Babasaheb Ambedkar is also belongs to the scheduled caste community, and he faced a lot of challenge in his lifetime, and that's why he decided that ki that challenges that he faced his entire lifetime, he kind of like a thing that ki the people from his community or backward community, they didn't really face that much challenge, so they kind of like a put some sort of privilege for the people, and people are kind of like consider them as god. And when the people consider them a god, they are kind of like a something not want to become like Ambedkar. They don't want to become like Babasaheb Ambedkar. No, they just think that ki it's a Babasaheb Ambedkar is a god, and that's it. Okay, and they just trust it. They just kind of like a something believe it's a kind of like a, I don't know. Okay, and when the person became a god, then people don't want to follow you. Okay, yeah. Like basically, I follow Elon Musk because I think that ki someday in somewhere life, might be I'm gonna become like Elon Musk or richest person in the world. Okay, yeah. But Baba Ambedkar, like, is this most of people are became kind of consider them to be a god? Then you don't want to become a god. Yeah, that is kind of like a something stuff, that thing. Okay, yeah. And this is a kind of like a something very bad stuff happen when you consider to be leave the legacy behind. Okay, because people consider to be a god. Okay, and they don't want to be become like you. No, basically I could find every people around me in my surrounding, they are kind of like a say that ki I am really like a the world. They want to be kind of like a something that as like want to be that kid, all those people from the scheduled cause tribe, they want to become like him as a kind of like a something barrister, something is this thing. After almost like 75 year, no one would kind of like a something achieve that kind of like a something significant importance of role as good as kind of like something Babasaheb Ambedkar. It's not. Okay, yeah, it's like people are considered to be a kind of like a something god, and then we won't be able to god. So it's, it's really fucked up thing. Okay, it's when you it's became kind of like a something religious. And trust me, okay, yeah, trust me, first of all is that I don't really have that characteristics. I don't really have that kind of like a somebody persona about that ki I am that kind of like a somebody person that people would kind of like a remember for, or kind of like have a legacy. First thing. Another thing is that ki even after I die, and even after I did something really incredible in my life and people want to remember, I don't let people remember for. No, I don't. I don't. I don't like a people. I just I want to be people admire me to become like me, not kind of like a considered to be a some sort of like a creature, or some sort of kind of like a something. I don't know, whatever the word that you wanted to say. I don't want. I don't want. Yeah. So regarding about legacy, I should supposed to be work. I should supposed to focus on my work and make my work as good as possible as I can. Regarding about legacy, I don't really think that. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like a something that key people would take it, or I don't know. I don't really think about as a kind of like something legacy. Yeah. So yeah. Next question.